Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are starting today off on a great note. So today's video, I'm gonna try to keep it short, but today's video is really actually something I've been thinking about the whole weekend. But today something happened this morning, right? I had a phone conversation, with one of my agents, right? And the agent actually been texting me all weekend in reference to, sharpening their presentation and things like that, right? So we actually had a chance to talk today, and one question I asked the agent is let me ask you, how many calls have you done, for the week, and they told me they did about 10 for the week, like 10 calls for the week, right? So my reply back to that is, okay, here's the deal. 10 calls, no matter how sharp your presentation is, you're not going to get enough people to sit in front of, to be able to present to, with just 10 calls in a whole week. We're talking about there's 7 days in a week, and 10 calls has been made, So here's what I want to touch on today, and at the end of the day, we have to be realistic with ourselves. We have to be real with ourselves, right? And, we are in business, and, we're not employees. We don't work for somebody. We all self-employed, right? 1099ers, right? And we are in business for ourselves, right? So we got to come correct, in that instant, we're not here to make an extra $500 a month or whatever. We're here. This is like a serious business. This is a $1 million annual plus income a year business, So in that aspect now, you got to ask yourself, what activity am I doing daily, to be able to get to my destination? So I look at it, 10 calls in a week. That's like 2 calls a day, really, if you really think about it, and I don't know, if it's this business is so simple, right? So simple, right? It boils down to nothing but activity. It's activity driven, activity, right? If you are not yielding any production, it's because there's no way you can go a whole week. Okay, you know what? Let's say go a whole week. Let's say go 2 weeks. But to go 3 weeks, a whole month without any production, it ain't the business. You understand? It is your activity, the activity that you choose to do. We had a wonderful call today, right? And this call was so phenomenal for the simple fact that the gentleman was honest with himself. And he said, listen, he would avoid anything he could to get on the phone and make phone calls. The gentleman said he would walk his dog 6 times a day just to avoid making phone calls. And I know for sure that this is what is happening right now, within our direct organization. There's a handful of people who are actually out there producing. And I'm 100% sure that it breeds from activity. I know this for sure, right? So with that being said, this is not a magic trick. There's no magic to this at all. At the end of the day, you don't become a champion by not putting in work. It's impossible. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are great because of their work ethic, the work they put in. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant shoots 1,000 shots a day. 1,000. I don't even know how many hours that it takes him to do that, but he does not leave the gym unless he shoots 1,000 shots a day. No wonder the man has 5 championships and multiple MVPs. LeBron James, he's in the gym at 5 a.m. Practice don't start till 9. He's in the gym at 5 a.m. No wonder he's where he's at. We all want these material things, these riches, these wealth. We talk about it. At a point right now, it's becoming all talk to me. That's how I look at it. It's all talk because there's no proven actions behind it, right? We talk about all these things that we want, but we're putting in minimal hours and minimal efforts. How do you expect to attain these things? It's impossible. It's impossible. So at the end of the day, there's nothing myself or any of the leadership in this company can do for you or can help you get to where you're trying to get to. You have to come to a point and a realization where you have to help yourself. Because you work for yourself. You can't sleep in. You can't party with your friends all the time because you got free time. You can't go running around for your friends and your family. Oh, my mom needs this, or that, or blah, blah, blah. You know, you can't be at everybody's birthday party, or our anniversary is here, so I'm going to take the whole day off, or like crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, like, to me, I look at it like this. If you had a regular business, and this business is regular, right? But I'm saying, for example, business that we all know, like, that we deem regular, like a McDonald's or a Subway or whatever, right? And you are trying to, you perform these type of activity in that business, 90-day guarantee you're out of business. Guaranteed that 90 days you're out of business. Those type of business, you need to put in 12 to 16 hour days. 12 to 16 hour days in this type of business. And remind you, to open up a McDonald's, you need at least $500,000. So you invested almost your life savings to open that type of thing. And you go there and you incorporate these type of activity, the sleeping in late, the taking days off, the not making enough phone calls, not contacting, no activity, in 9 days you're out of business. So at the end of the day, you are in this business, which, by the way, can yield you more than a McDonald's owner. You paid a silly $100 for that license. And that license itself is actually $1 million plus yielding income license. So it costs you less to make more. But then you also perform less and expect more. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So I hope this message reaches you well, whoever needs this. At the end of the day, when I'm on the field and I'm producing and I'm reporting it, it didn't just land in my lap. Guarantee you, 3 or 4 days before that, hundreds of phone calls was made before that happened. Hundreds. Not 10 a day, not 10 a week, hundreds. We talking about 200, 300, 400 calls in a week plus. And those are small numbers. I don't know if you guys know the Wall Street guys, they make about 200 calls a day. 200 calls a day. Those Wall Street guys that you guys hear about, driving around the Ferraris, the Lambos, $5,000 watches, 200 calls a day. Are they deserving of what they have? Absolutely, because they put in work for it. So I hope this reached you well. Again, whoever this is for, but it is going towards the last half of the year. What have you done so far? What have you done so far? This is the time you must be honest with yourself. I'm not here to rah-rah you. I've never done that. I don't do that. I don't believe in it. It doesn't work. At the end of the day, I'm all about real, and some people take my real as offensive. It's fine. It's okay. At the end of the day, I'm here to make you grow, and if what I'm saying doesn't help you, then it's not for you, right? But at a point in life, we have to be real with ourselves. What are we really doing? We're expecting nothing, but we're expecting much, but don't want to give nothing. It doesn't make sense. Happy Monday to you guys, and I hope you guys use today as the new beginning for yourself.